last time I was in my mother's house, I realised that she had only one of the little bowls that I had given her when I trained 20 something years ago. Probably best not to think about that bit. So I decided that she uses them as soup bowls. When I designed them originally, they didn't stack into each other. You know, I just made a shape that I like the look of. As I now am a lot older, I've realised that it's an awful lot handier to have something that stacks. So I thought I would decide what I would do now is make her some more bowls. Her birthday's coming up in June, and hopefully I might actually get to see her by that stage. So I'm going to make some stackable bowls. So what I did was I picked a starting weight of 300 grams, and I decided that a thrown height of about 6.5 centimeters would be a good starting point to see how they would work. I threw a first one to see if I could lift it off easily. I have no problem using bats, but I always try, if possible, to lift things off. That way I have less tidying up afterwards. And I'm a great fan of not having to make myself any more work than is necessary. It probably comes from working for other people for all those years. I always had to end up tidying up, and they were always looking for me to get more done. The idea with this is to give it a fairly narrow base. So that it should stack into each other. It'd probably be easier if I particularly liked straight edged pieces, but I always like to have, I just find pottery more satisfying when it can have a gentle curve. So I'm throwing it to about 6.5 centimeters high and 15 centimeters wide. Drying my hands so that I can lift it. So here goes. One gentle movement, up and down. Gently tap the other end. Start the next one. I always cone up. I find it easier to center quicker. If you want to give pottery a try, the rule is that you always center at full speed. It's very difficult to center pottery if you don't do it at full speed. Flatten out the base. It compresses the clay and helps stop S-cracks. Keep my base narrow, and then head out. always, when it comes to bowls, pay a little more attention to the inside profile. You're going to be trimming, or I'm going to be trimming, the outside of the bowl to get rid of any of the excess clay and to give it a nice, tidy footring. But you rarely do anything to the inside, so it's nicer if you can think of it in combination. When I'm making repeat things like this, I throw to a pointer. It saves me having to stop and measure each time. There's always going to be a small amount of discrepancy between each bowl, but hopefully nothing I can't live with. If it's 100% perfectly exact, all chances are it was made by a machine with a mold, not by a person.